Hey y'all, so we are here for day 5. And thank y'all so much for watching my videos. But day 5 today or tonight is emergency preparedness for seniors at home. There are some things that people don't discuss, and they should. So, this is one of the things I want to just briefly, quickly as possible run over. Um, Number one, emergency kit. So everyone should have an emergency kit. Please make sure your loved ones have an emergency kit. And that will consist of the medications. So you want to have like a supply of your over-the-counter medications. And if you have some of your prescriptions, that would be great too. Because some people do like the 90-day supply and all that. So most definitely make sure that you have medications. Next, you want food and water. That is very, very important. Non-perishables and bottled water. Always good to have something stored away, even if it's just one case of bottled water and just a little bit of non-perishables, just to get your loved one by until whatever the emergency is over. Um, First aid kit. Like, I can't express this enough. I have a first aid kit because I have children. And accidents always happen. But a first aid kit for elderly is very, very important. And we all know what to put in the first aid kit, but nowadays you can just go on Amazon and order, depending on how much you want to spend, you can already order a preset first aid kit. That's my greatest recommendation. Instead of asking, what do I put in it? Just go on Amazon and order first aid kit. Very simple, very easy. Put it up where it can be found. And next, under the emergency kit, we want to do personal items. So a lot of times we don't remember this. I remember it because I can't live without them. But please, in your personal items, make sure you have an extra pair of glasses because you never know what's going to happen. If you wear hearing aids, please, please, please make sure that you have batteries, or even if you have an extra thing of hearing aids, that'll be nice too. But have hearing aid batteries. If you have false teeth, which is okay, but if you do, make sure you have some type of poly grip or something extra in there. Okay, so next big topic will be emergency plan. Everyone should have an emergency plan. Know the evacuation plan for your house. That's number one. And this is for even younger people, not just for the elderly, but know the evacuation plan for your house. The best place to go, how to do it, what to do, if the window's too high. Just make sure you know that. And next thing is communicate with your family. Make sure that your family knows everything when it comes to your emergency plan, your evacuation, because they may have to get into your house to assist you. And if they don't know the ins and outs, how can they help you? It would just be much helpful. I don't think I said that right, but it'll be more helpful. Sorry about that. It'd be more helpful if you would make sure that you communicate that with your family. Um, and then medication list, medical list, anything. It can be on your medication list, or it can just be like a medical history, something on paper. You can get those from your physician, from your doctor. Sometimes you can ask for like I guess a summary of your visit. Print that off, and if they print it for you, just put one up. Just put it up, and then it'll always have like your medications on there. It will have your allergies on there. It'll have your conditions on there, and what I mean by conditions, I mean like your diagnosis and maybe if you had past surgeries or anything like that. So it's always good to take those papers. Nowadays, a lot of doctor's offices usually do everything electronic, so you may can just save it and send it to your family. That's also good. But if you do have a paper copy, put it up just so people can know, what's going on. Because if you have some heart issues and you can't take a certain medication and they pump that medication in you, it's unfortunate. Unfortunately, they didn't know. So just make sure you have that. Safety is everything. So, of course, number one, smoke detectors. Please make sure that you have your batteries changed regularly. I know a lot of people fail to do that, but please make sure that you have your batteries changed. Also, you want to have a secured area. Now, working in a nursing home and even in assisted living, I've learned that a lot of times people have to come into, especially skilled nursing, because of not having a secure area. And what I mean by that is having throw rugs everywhere, having cords and drop cords hanging around. That's a fall hazard. Please, 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 please make sure that that is taken up and fixed. Like, make sure the house is open and less fall, less distraction, should I say, that could cause your loved one to fall. Know your community resources. That's the next one. Know your community resources. And what I mean by that is know all the senior centers, the elderly centers in your area. Make sure you have like some people would keep, older people used to keep it on a refrigerator. I don't know if that's still a thing or not, but it was like a list of emergency numbers. Like, of course, we know down 911, but the other numbers. One thing that a lot of people forget to put is Department of Social Services. Always have that on your list as a resource, because they can supply you with more information. So if you call and speak to someone, especially if you have Medicare or Medicaid or food nutrition benefits, anything of that sort, someone there will be able to assist you and guide you on the resources that is also available in emergency times. And local churches. I always push churches. I'm a churchy girl, so I'm going to always tell you, find your local churches. Usually there are, especially some of these mega churches around, they provide resources. They'll help you and guide you on what to do next. Again, inbox me, comment, let me know if you need any of these resources. I have them all written down. Also, always stay informed. Like, the weather apps, weather alerts, the news updates. Most people nowadays have a smartphone. Now, it may not be an iPhone, but most people have smartphones. You don't really see too many flip phones anymore, so you have it at your fingertip. Please, these all smartphones now come with the weather app. Make sure your location is in there where you are and that you're getting updates, just so you can stay up to date. And I always say, update this plan yearly or more often, depending on your circumstances. So if you're a little bit sicker and you know that things happen and you're in and out of the hospital, of course you may want to update it more than just yearly, because your conditions may change. But make sure that everything that I've went over, that you have that updated, because things can change. And if I didn't mention this, make sure you have a list with your emergency contacts. Any event that this happens, call this person. If you can't reach this person, have like a little tree, at least of three. Because if you can't reach one, two, you should be able to reach three. Sooner or later, somebody's going to answer. So just at least have that in place. I didn't go over advanced directives because I'm going to do that completely separate on a different day. But if you do have advanced directives, make sure that you have a copy or those advanced directives in your safe or in wherever the area is that you have this other emergency information. That is all that I have for the night. This was a busy, busy night, so sorry for any distractions. But emergency preparedness for seniors, and you really don't have to be a senior. I always say 55 and older, only because 55, as you know, 5 years later, you're 60, then you're 65. Things happen, your body changes. But I also recommend younger people to go ahead and get all this intact, especially life insurance policies. Again, I'm not going to go into all these details because that's what the 30 days is for, because a lot of these things that I keep throwing out there, I'm going to spend one day separately to discuss it. That is all that I have for you tonight. Please make sure that you, your loved one, and anyone else that you know have an emergency plan. Have a good night.